So let's talk about setting up a order form abandonment experience. And this is when you basically it's when when somebody buys a course from you or goes to buy a course from you, puts in their name, their email address, but doesn't actually pull the trigger. They don't process the payment. They don't put through the order. Something happened. Either they got distracted, or they changed their mind, or they got cold feet, or they had something else come up that prevented them from putting in a credit card and clicking the purchase button. So in those cases, it is extremely beneficial. It actually is very profitable and beneficial if you had a way to reach out to them and address what might be going on for them, to offer support, to answer any questions, to send them some FAQ information, to offer a phone call, depending on the price of your course or your product or program. You could offer them a coupon code to get it with 10% off as part of the sequence. You can do any number of things that, depending on what you're selling, that might work to get them to reconsider or to come back and to make the purchase. And what we do in one of our courses is we just send a series of 3 emails that address what's going on for them when that what might have been going on for them as they were thinking of purchasing. And for our course that I'm thinking of, it's a $2,000 course. And the biggest reason people don't complete purchases and don't buy these kind of education packages is that they just don't believe that they're capable of getting the results that you're promising. That's it. And other people might have gotten the results, but for them, it is unbelievable that they would actually be able to do it because maybe they've tried and failed in the past once or many times. And that's understandable. So it's your job to re-engage them and to get back in contact and to say what needs to be said in order to create the conditions where they can move forward with the sale. So let me show you how to set up that order form abandonment sequence right now. First of all, you want to come down. You want to come to whichever course that you want to set up your order form abandonment experience. So I'm just going to be. Let me just try this different course here. I'm going to set it up in this test course that I have. Now, you need to be using the Experienceify order form for this to work because we can capture their name and email address as they type it into the order form if it's our order form. We can't do that with other order forms. Mostly they don't have that capability. So here in this course here, you want to come down to Experience Engine, okay? Open that up, and first thing you want to do is click Add Automation, click From Scratch, and then choose the Order Form Abandoned trigger. So this is the starting condition of the experience. So this trigger, the order form is abandoned, is what will start the entire sequence running, okay? So you can set this up to be 30 minutes, 1 hour, 6 hours, 1 day, okay? So this is the amount of time that we will wait that we'll wait after somebody puts in their name and email address before assuming that they have abandoned the order form, okay? So for some people, 30 minutes might work well. And for some purchases, 1 day might be a better option for when to consider that the order form has been abandoned. Okay, so normally I'll just do 30 minutes. That's for our stuff because we usually have pretty simple order forms. And if they haven't gone through with it within 30 minutes, then to me, that's a sign that they're not going to. So stopping trigger is added to course. So you want to stop this sequence once they have successfully completed their purchase. That makes sense, I hope. You don't want to keep sending them emails saying, come back and buy once they've already bought, okay? So stopping trigger, and then this experience is allowed to run. Leave this set to once only because you don't want to send the same email sequence to a person twice. If they decide to not purchase the second time, you don't want this to run again, okay? So leave this set to once only. Okay, add. So once this is added, open it up, and then you will see add your first action to this automation. So click the plus sign, and then you can set up some emails or some other things. So you can set up an email to go out to them saying, hey, saw that you were going to purchase my course here, but you didn't. I get it. It's a big decision. And I wanted to just speak to a few concerns that you might be having or some fears that might have come up. I mean, you can decide what sort of emails that you want to create, but you can set them up here with email. If we have their phone number, if they put that in, we'll capture that. You can send them a message. I would recommend just going for email right now. Don't send them messages on their phone because they're not customers of yours yet. So it's going to be a little bit too much to send messages to their phone if they haven't even purchased from you yet. So you can set up the email. I'm just going to put in some gobbledygook here, email, add that. And then you can also put it in a delay timer, and then you could set it up to wait for a day and then set up another email. So I recommend, depending on the price and the subject matter of your online course, training program, whatever it is, that you might benefit from setting up a 1, 2, or a 3 email sequence. And don't send the same email over and over and over. You want to attack this problem from a lot of different angles. You want to speak to the fear. You want to speak to any questions they might be having. You want to send them a testimonial. You could send them a discount coupon. Those are 4 different ideas which could take up 1 email each. Do you see what I'm saying? So think creatively about how to get them back. Think deeply about what might be holding them back, and don't just pester them saying, "Hey, come back and buy, come back and buy, come back and buy," because that's definitely not likely at all to get them to come back and buy. So I hope this was helpful, and you can see how this will help you save a huge proportion of abandoned order forms, because studies show that this is the biggest point of leverage for a lot of course creators. If you can cut your order form abandonment rate by double digits, then that is a huge boost to your bottom line. And this is the system that will help you do that. And one last thought is that this order form abandonment, it's not a tool, not a function that you will find in any other course creation platform out there for the most part. Some do it in a dodgy way, some do it in a limited way, some limit you to just 1 email. I know one that just does that. I don't know of any that do it as well or as robustly as this. And normally you've got to include a bunch of third-party code to really make it, to really set this up correctly. But we've got the entire feature here that will get you through from A to Z on setting this up, this order form abandonment experience up. And last thought was, and most people set these experiences up, sequences with third-party tools that actually charge a commission on saved sales. So we're not doing that. We're not charging you any kind of commission on the sales we save you. So just wanted to put that out there, that we are working as hard as we can on the kind of features that will actually make and save you as much money as possible, and not the more useless stuff that other platforms do that may or may not contribute to your business bottom line. Okay, thanks for watching.